If you've heard these 5 phrases, it's clear that a man no longer loves you. Let's explore why. We live in a time where sincerity is what we need. So, what's the issue with games and relationships? Games are about control, and control means not seeing you as an equal, but as a source of energy to be used and exploited. This era produces what we call big babies, adults who act like emotional vampires, draining others in relationships. Everyone has moments when they feel down or overwhelmed, but we eventually recover. Those who play these games, however, stay stuck in negativity, creating a toxic cycle. These people are like cancer cells in relationships, constantly affecting everyone around them. They have hidden hooks, and once they catch you, they bleed you dry. The worst part is, you may not even realize you're being used until you're discarded. Like chewing gum, it might be your partner, boss, or even you who plays these games. But trust me, no one ends up happy when they engage in manipulation. Control is a game of manipulation, where people don't see each other as equals. There's no way to win when you're the only one doing all the giving, without receiving anything in return. If you want to navigate love and relationships, the first step is recognizing these patterns. The first game is the yes, but game. It sounds like, I know you care, but someone constantly finds reasons to reject help, even though they seem to ask for it. They already have an answer in their mind and don't really need advice. This leaves a person trying to help frustrated and drained. Next, there's the it's your fault game. This is when someone asks for help, follows the advice given, but then blames the other person for their failure. They shift all responsibility to someone else, acting as if they had no control over the situation. Another game is sowing discord. This is when someone stirs up conflict by talking behind people's backs. It often happens in workplaces or within families. This game is about using others' struggles to feel more powerful, but it ultimately damages relationships. The endurance game is when someone tolerates bad behavior for too long until they finally explode, but no one knows what they've been silently enduring. These individuals fear conflict and avoid confrontation until they can no longer take it. Finally, the out-of-control game happens when someone cheats, gets caught, and then falls into self-blame. They struggle with the need to feel safe, but instead of facing their fears, they end up repeating unhealthy patterns. All these games have one thing in common. There are ways of avoiding responsibility. Those who manipulate others in these ways often want to remain in control, but they end up isolated, with no one willing to stay around. If you identify these games and set firm boundaries, you can protect yourself from toxic relationships. Recognizing these tactics is the first step to freeing yourself.